Now look at what just happened. My messy notes, now a clean summary, a proper action list with owners against each one. It's 6 o'clock. Everyone else has already logged off, and you're only now starting your actual job because your whole day was spent in back-to-back meetings. You dialed off one call and straight into the next. No gap, no breath, no time to think. The talking at the meetings ate the entire day, and the real work, the thinking, the deliverables, the things you're actually measured on, only begins when everyone else has gone home or when all the meetings are over. If that's your life right now, stay with me because I'm going to show you how to get some of that time back. Ready? Let's go. I've spent nearly 30 years in corporate change and transformation, and I run focus groups inside organizations, listening to what people actually need. So do you know what comes up more than almost anything else? People asking for fewer meetings, not because they're lazy, because the meetings have crowded out the work. The day fills up with talking about the work, until there's no room left to actually do it. And here's the honest part. Fewer meetings isn't always something you can control. You can't always decline the invite. You can't always shrink the calendar. But here's what you can do. You can make each meeting cost you less time preparing, less mental clutter afterwards, less of that scramble that pushes your real work to after hours. That's what today is about. Not attending fewer meetings, making the meetings take less from you, so the real work doesn't get pushed to 6 o'clock. Think about a single meeting for a moment. There's the time before where you should be preparing, but usually you're not because you're in another meeting. There's the meeting itself, and there's the time after where you're meant to capture what was decided and what you now have to do. The meeting itself, you often can't change, but the before and the after, well, that's where the time leaks out. And that's exactly where Claude can help. Let me show you. Here's the situation. I've got a meeting in 10 minutes. I haven't prepared because I've been in back-to-back calls all morning. So I'm going to paste in what I know about the meeting and let Claude get me ready. I'm a change and transformation specialist. I have a meeting in 10 minutes with a group of senior managers about a culture change program. We're rolling out new ways of work across their teams. Some of them are skeptical. Some are resistant because they don't see why the old way needs to change. The goal of the meeting is to walk them through the approach and get their buy-in. In the next 2 minutes, help me prepare. What are the key points I should make? What questions are they likely to ask, especially the difficult ones? And what should I watch out for in the room? Look at that. In about 15 seconds, I have the key points to land. The hard questions they're likely to throw at me, so none of them catch me off guard. And a few things to watch for in the room. I walked in cold. Now I'm walking in ready. And it took less time than it took to read the meeting invite. Now, here's a tip. If you set up a project in Claude, Claude already knows your role. So you'd skip the first part entirely. You just say, I've got this meeting in 10 minutes. Get me ready. Even faster. So that's the before the meeting. 2 minutes and you walk in prepared instead of winging it. But here's where most of your real time actually disappears. The after. You finish a meeting. You've got pages of scrappy notes, half-formed actions, things you said you'd do that are already slipping out of your memory because you're already in the next call. Can you relate to that? This is where the work piles up. And this is where Claude gives you the most time back. Let me show you. So the meeting's done. These are my notes, messy, half sentences, the way real notes actually look. Here are my rough notes from a meeting I just came out of. Turn them into 1, a clear summary of what was decided. 2, a list of action items with who owns each one. And 3, a short professional follow-up email I can send to the group. Now look at what just happened. My messy notes, now a clean summary, a proper action list with owners against each one. And a follow-up email I can read, tweak, and send in under a minute. That used to take me 20-30 minutes after every meeting. Multiply that across the day of back-to-back calls, and you can see where your evenings went. Now, this is the part that gives you your real work time back. So here's what I want you to take from this. You probably can't control your calendar, but you can stop the meetings from stealing your whole day. Pick one side, the before, 2 minutes to walk in ready, or the after. Turn the mess into clear actions before you move on. Start with whichever one hurts the most. For most people, it's the after, the action part. Do that for 1 week and see what happens to your 6 o'clock. I've been doing this work for nearly 30 years and I've watched so many capable people do their best work exhausted after hours because the day left them just no room. It doesn't have to be that way. The meetings can take less from you, and the work that matters, the work only you can do, deserves more than what's left of you at the end of the day. Where do your meetings hurt you the most? A, I never have time to prepare. B, the actions pile up afterwards. Or C, honestly, both. Drop it in the comments. I'll read every one. Join me every Wednesday at 8 p.m. South African time for the Midweek Reboot Live. And new episodes every Monday and Friday. Subscribe so you don't miss them. Make AI work for you. Get your real work back into your day because, as always, you matter.